What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for checking out my new video. Hope everyone's having a great weekend, great Sunday, new month, October 1st. And yeah, just great opportunities ahead for this new month. You know, you can start off each day, clean slate, work on your vices, work on your weaknesses so you don't pass them on to your children. And that's my whole purpose in life, you know. So I wanted to get on here and just kind of, you know, do a little video, just talking about a few things, just what's been going on in my life, yeah, this whole journey that I've been experiencing through jiu-jitsu. It's been amazing. And I'll start, let me get to the beginning of how it all started. So my C he was before his 10th birthday. I decided that, you know, I wanted him to take jiu-jitsu. You know, I had him wrestling when he was 6. You know, he really adapted to that. Unfortunately, you know, our coach moved and it wasn't as convenient to be at wrestling, you know, because we lived right down the street from where he was training. It was so awesome. But I was giving him a good foundation, and I wanted him to check out BJJ. So went in, did our free session, the no gi. He loved it, you know, and thought it was just like wrestling, you know, and then he really fell in love with the gi, you know, and yeah, so he started in April, and you know, it was just him going. I would go 3 days a week, sometimes 4 with him. And once the summer hit, the girls were out of school. I would ask them if they wanted to come watch, and they came and watched, and they seemed to really like it. And I asked them, I go, would you like to take this too? And sure enough, they did. And I'm like, okay, let me see, you know, how much this is gonna cost. And, you know, figured it out. Went down, you know, the early part of June, and signed them up. And for signing them up, I was able to sign up for free. I just had to pay for my gi, and I was like, okay, so I have to take this opportunity, you know, also, because I really wanted to take a martial arts all my life, but I really never had the opportunity, and never had the discipline to excel in that realm, because now that I'm in this realm at 51, it's crazy to me. You know what I mean? It's just I mean, I'm just so grateful. I'm experiencing this. I'm tongue twisted that I'm experiencing this journey now in my life, because it's incredible, man. But I don't want to skip ahead. But anyway, they wanted to join up, so I took them down for their free session. They did a no gi. They really liked it, and once they get into the gi, they really, you know, they really love the gi. They love the gi a little bit more. C's more of a no gi because of takedowns and stuff, and he's smaller. He gets caught up in some of the grips and stuff with the bigger kids. But I feel like once he gets, you know, bigger and is able to, you know, really excel at that game a lot better, he'll start enjoying it more. I feel like, you know, so I'm all over the place. Okay, sorry, let me take this back. So anyway, it's just exciting, you know, and I'm just excited to share it to you guys, you know, and I really appreciate the support, guys. You know, just following my journey, and you know, watching these videos, taking your time out to watch these videos, and like and subscribe to the channel. You know, I really appreciate that. So fast forwarding, you know, they just really fell in love with jiu-jitsu, and you know, they wanted to go. And I really went at first, and I was like, oh man, this is, because it's really humiliating, you know. And I know there's a lot of guys out there, because I talk to people, and they have this, you know, tough guy mentality, and I had that thinking too, like that I just, oh, you know, I'll just lose it, I'll just turn red, and I'll just smash you, and in all the street fights or altercations I ever got into, it's not even, they weren't even fights. Like, it's a whole different understanding of the game of survival, really, honestly, because I look at it now that I'm training for the bad guy. You know what I mean? I'm training for that person that, you know, might try to take advantage of me and my family or whatever. And we're all going to be, you know, very skilled in a form of martial arts that is devastating when you get into really being skilled at that level, like a black belt. And then the degrees of that, I mean, it's just crazy. But, you know, getting back to the journey here. So, you know, watching the kids, I was not that I knew I was going to get my ass kicked. You know, I'm a realist, you know. I knew that I wasn't going to be in good shape. Cardio, I'm a mouth breather. I'm like working on breathing and, you know, all this stuff. And, you know, just not being consistent with it. Like, you know, training has been consistent, but other things like stretching and then breath work never really was consistent with it. So, you know, so I knew going into jiu-jitsu I was going to be horrible. So, but, you know, I wanted to quit. I was making excuses. Oh, I got a herniated disc on my back, my leg. And I'm in a lot of pain with some of these injuries I have. You know, I had the shoulder injury. It's just getting better now, but I told you guys about it in one of my last videos, but starting to heal up. But, you know, even that would be excuse, you know, but I'd still push through and roll and do the classes because I saw like my kids just loved it. And I love going to jiu-jitsu with them and sharing, you know, after class. And after about 2-3 weeks, you know, I got my first stripe, I think about a month or so, maybe 6 weeks, got my first stripe. And then, you know, I was starting to feel like I was learning a little bit, the basics, you know, and, you know, my cardio is still horrible, but it's getting better. It's getting better at this point. And, you know, I feel like almost after every class, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I barely catch my breath, and that's not even like, I mean, that's what people taking it easy on me. I mean, it's crazy, the skill. And people that have taken BJJ, any form of jiu-jitsu, they know the levels when you're with purple belts, brown belts, black belts. It's just a whole different level, you know what I mean? Like, so I was just making every excuse up, and just because it's hard, you know, and I'm like, oh, I can't balance arm wrestling and jiu-jitsu. You know, I'm trying to, you know, make all the excuses in the world. You know, I was trying to use that old man card originally, but Professor showed me a guy that's 62, and I've talked to him now, and that guy's a savage. So if I can't, at my age, do this, then yeah, there's something wrong with me, you know what I mean? So, but since, you know, since then, like going through that and just meeting people and, you know, building this, you know, relationship with people and just learning this skill, I can't imagine my life without it now. And I'm building more mobility, flexibility now. I'm stretching more because of it. I'm eating better because you have to have good nutrition. You can't roll and be eating cheeseburgers and cookies and fucking garbage food. It just doesn't work out that way. You'll be a once a week hobbyist. And I am a hobbyist, but, you know, I want to train 3-4 days a week, you know, and that's about my balance right now, because I'm hitting 3 good, you know, gi sessions and then a non-gi class, you know, sometimes 5, you know, depending on the weekend, and the sleep, you know, with work and stuff. And then trying to balance arm wrestling training, you know, so, because I got a big match coming up December, you know, 1st, with Roger Learned. I mean, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a tug of war, both deep hook pullers. You know, it's just going to be who's getting in their spot, you know, who's going to be the strongest. I mean, and the longest, the strongest for the longest. This is what this match is about right here. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be who has the strongest hook for the longest time, because I don't see it getting, you know, I see it getting stopped, you know. You know, I respect Roger. He's a friggin' monster, young kid. I mean, you know, I'm an old man, dude, just kind of trying to stay here, you know, in the North America rankings, top 20, you know, being 16th now. I just want to, you know, keep trying to climb, and I also want to, you know, take on these challenges from these young guys, man, and to compete at Monster Todd's, Monster Factory events. I mean, me and my kids have watched every one of them together. They're super excited to see their dad up there competing. So I don't want to disappoint my family, you know what I'm saying? So I'm putting all my work into it, feeling great, hired a coach, taking it to the next level, man. So yeah, I'm excited about all this, and you know, get into a little bit more about what's going on with the training as I get closer to the matchups, and let you guys know who I'm training with. And I want to get a few weeks of training underneath my belt first, and gonna have a huge, you know, huge training camp, man. I'm really putting all the effort into this. I'm super excited, and you know, doing jujitsu and falling in love with another sport like it's like so relatable to arm wrestling. You know, it's a combat sport. You know, there's more consequences with jiu-jitsu, of course, you know, because you can get killed if, you know, you were to, you know, use those, you know, skills in defending yourself, or getting, you know, someone doing it to you or whatever. So, arm wrestling, you can break your arm or tear something, like, and I've done that, and it's nothing like it's nothing like what it could be like if you were getting choked until you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? So, that being said, you know, it's combat. You know, you got combat of the arm, combat of the whole body. You have to you use leverage, you know, strength, but it's, you know, isometric strength. You have strong grips, your fingers, hands, everything gets worked. You build endurance, your heart. I mean, it's just flexibility, get the core activated, you strengthen, you know, all these muscle groups that just coincide with arm wrestling. They go hand in hand, man, you know? And of course you can get injured with jiu-jitsu, and of course, you know, I'm 51, you know, I'm rolling with older guys, and, you know, I'm rolling with some young guys, and, you know, I'm not afraid to tap, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for a long time, you know what I mean? I'm not here to, you know, feed my ego, because, you know, when you walk into jiu-jitsu, if you're like me and you never took a martial arts before, and you walk in there, you know, it's humbling, you know what I'm saying? I got 15-year-olds tapping me out and teaching me moves, so, but it's incredible at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So I am so in love with it. It's amazing. I recommend it for anybody, man. And yeah, once you get past that, you know, shock of having that false sense of security, of thinking, oh, I'm gonna punch them in the face and I'll just see red and you can't hold me down. And that once that crazy mindset's gone, and then you get into reality world, you know, jiu-jitsu is so enjoyable and so fun, and crushes your ego, and I love that. You know, I love that about you know, a hobby. And I'm not going to be competing. You know, my kids want to compete. My son's doing his first tournament next Saturday. I'm super pumped for him, but I'm just the coach, man. I'm just coaching along, you know what I mean? The assistant. Professor's the coach. I'm just the assistant guy, you know, strength coordinator, whatever, motivator. That's who I am. I'm that dad. And I'm just super excited, and I can't wait for my kids to get a piece of that competition bug, man. You know, competing. It's all my life, man. I competed at something. Never was really great at anything really particular, you know, just grinded, but always competed, you know. And remember when I was young, you know, I remember winning Male Athlete of the Year in the 9th grade, and you know, just excelling at all the sports, just, you know. But always having a goal is the key, man. And that's why I was saying at the beginning of this video, you know, this October 1st, a new month, new goals. You know, if you're procrastinating like I have been in my past, you know, about things, you know, hit them head on, man. You know, make this the month that you change and work on yourself, man. You know, I find with watching my kids grow in the sport of BJJ and just being a part of that journey, you know, and seeing them grow. And I see all these other kids on their phones and they're just, you know, mesmerized by devices because they're distracted by what's going on in the world, man. And then, you know, I just see my kids and I'm just so proud of them. And, you know, I'm so grateful for this journey to be a dad, you know, to be a professional arm wrestler, and to, you know, have a hobby that I really just love now in the middle age of my, you know, my existence here. So, yeah, I just wanted to share this stuff with you guys. I'm super excited. Like I said, you know, Monster Factory, tune into that. I'll be putting the links in the description to the live event. It's all free. You know, they Rebecca and Michael, man, they do such an amazing job with these events. I mean, like I said, me and my family, we love watching these events, and we're cheering our friends on, you know, and it's just, it's amazing. And can't wait to be a part of that. Can't wait to compete against Roger, man. Looking forward to the tug of war battle ahead. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great Sunday. Hope everyone's doing some self-investment, putting in that work. You know, you can watch football, you can do whatever, but make sure you put some self-investment in. You know, get a workout, do some push-ups, some squats, some burpees, get that heart rate up, get that frequency risen, you know what I'm saying? And just bring your best self to the game, baby. You know what I'm saying? Bring your best self to the game. Thank you guys, and talk to you soon.